Hey guys, this is Jake with 12th Fret Media here at NAMM Show again, 2023, and we have Jens Ritter of Ritter-Instruments. Amazing luthier, just legendary. If you're familiar with his work, no introductions needed. But if you're not, something I've wanted to bring to you guys for a long time, especially you young guitarists looking at your new instruments. Jens, tell us about this amazing product you have here.
Okay, give me a second. No problem. So this year I had huge problems in finishing instruments, so this is why I only brought one guitar. We finished 2 basses and 2 more guitars, but we had no time to export them. So I only have one guitar this year. And it's called the Green Flora. It's a limited edition of 6 pieces. We got lucky that we had the possibility to buy 6 one-piece blocks of this beautiful poplar burl. I stained it green. The fingerboard is Asian ebony, and the whole inlay is 18 karat solid gold. It's retailing around 62,000 US dollars, and it's a limited edition of 6 pieces. Yeah.
Wonderful. And for your instruments, obviously, those who are familiar with it, a lot of different body styles, the Jupiter, the Roya, the Raptor. Where does your inspiration come from for these designs?
It's impossible to say, because I mostly get them when I'm not focusing. And it can be in the shower, during driving, in the sleep. When I don't know, I'm not searching for inspiration, it just happens. And I have, for the next 400 years, I have in my computer and in my desk ideas. So it's hard for me to decide what to build meanwhile, because I really have too many ideas written down. And we only make 120 guitars and basses per year. So yeah, it's a limited edition. It's a limited amount I can realize in the next 20 years, hopefully.
Yes, and they're all wonderful. I understand as well, the pickup, is that a proprietary pickup in these Princess Isabella models, or is it a specific one that you use?
What is a proprietary? I'm sorry.
Is it an in-house pickup, one that's been...
Yes. Yeah, I call it my fat bucker, and it's here below the bridge, and it is not made with magnets, it's with rare earth, and it's a very present pickup. It's jazzy, but also very... what is the English word? Present, and yeah.
Awesome. So speaking of that, a lot of amazing instruments, a lot of amazing body designs, a lot of famous clients as well. For example, I know we had the Isabella Benson model as well. One that I found interesting would be Prince. From what I understand, he was a customer, but I've never seen any photos of him with it. It's not in his Paisley Park tour. Would you be able to tell our fans what model he purchased from you?
This is so hilarious. So the first one was a flipped over Roya. There are actually pictures on the website, but now he passed away, unfortunately. It was unbelievable. He passed away Thursday, and on Monday, the following Monday, I got an Outlook reminder to send him new sketches because we planned a new guitar. It was really heartbreaking. Well, anyways, so the story was, well, I can talk about money now. It was around 30K. And I of course wanted to have a picture with him, so I made him the offer, hey, let's do this super great deal for you. I give you 50% off, and I get a picture with you and the instrument. And he was like, no.
Yeah, that's a very Prince thing to say.
He was a very unbelievable, polite guy and funny guy. I hung out with him in Wechter in Belgium for 24 hours. It was one of the craziest moments in my life. We were backstage in his room and talked about sense of life, being an artist, a very deep talk, not about technique of instruments. It was more about being an artist, doing what you want, getting fulfilled in your life. And at some point, we really both had tears in our eyes because we had a private issue we shared, and we talked about this, and he was an unbelievable person.
Awesome. And also, yeah, of course, other famous artists like Aram Bedrosian, who actually I've been fortunate enough to meet and take a few lessons from.
Nice.
With that in mind, as far as the instruments go, is there really anything that you wouldn't be able to do for a client? Like if they had an unusual request, are there any limitations you can think of?
Yeah, so I proactive do limitations like political or strange religious stuff or anything like this. I had the strangest requests. You have no idea. But I actually love to have, well, what's the English word? Okay, give me a second, it's coming. Challenges. Yes. Yeah, to get new things. And I have a line of instruments which I call the omakase orders. It's actually free, blind orders, so the people don't know what they get. They send me a specific amount of money, give me a theme maybe, and then I just build. And so the cool thing is that I'm 100% free to freak out and build crazy things. But from the technical side, as I'm a mechanical engineer in my first life, there were a lot of challenges which are big fun, or which have been big fun, and also design challenges, especially what ergonomics are. And I always love to experiment with new materials. I just released a bass you need to check out. It's a 6-string fretless bass. Okay. It has an acrylic fingerboard, which is totally crazy. I worked around 4 years on this product, and I'm not sure if it is polite in an interview to be.
I've seen some previews on that. It's the Porsche. Am I correct?
No, it's an R8 concept bass.
Oh, okay.
Well, come on, where do I have it? Okay, I'm searching, and you.
It's okay.
You're interviewing me, okay?
Not a big deal. That's what makes NAMM fun.
This is something I'm. Okay, all right. I can't find my way to my website. Anyways, so this is something I'm. Oh yeah, here it is. Check this out.
Oh yes, I have seen pictures of this. Yeah. If we can see on the camera here.
Can you get it with the camera? So it's an all acrylic fingerboard. Oh, here's a cool picture. Yeah, so that was a challenge, and the next challenge now is we're working on this fingerboard being threaded.
That's going to be very interesting.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's so.
And those unique designs, I understand that's also now has you in 3 major U.S. art museums. Matter of fact, one of them, the Metropolitan Museum of Art. How does it feel to be that recognized that it's not only an instrument, it's a piece of art?
So this was a very new feeling I got. I got an order, I made the instrument, I delivered the instrument, and then I got a message from the Metropolitan that it was for the collection. This was highly strange because first I was like, hey, wait a second, I made this great bass, it's sounding great, and now it's behind glass, right? And nobody's playing it, so it was strange for me. But then I traveled there, and I had a conversation with the director. And I told him, hey, it doesn't feel well, this great music instrument, now dead behind glass. And he told me, hey Jens, you are thinking too small. You are only thinking in your lifetime. Of course the instrument will be played in the future, right? Yeah. Sometimes as a whatever. And that was a kind of relaxing moment. And the cool thing is, there's a German TV station, and they did a documentary movie about me. So we flew over to the Met, and the storyline was I take the bass and play it and have a look. So they brought out the bass, and I wanted to touch it, and they were like, stop, don't touch it, wear gloves. So I got some gloves, and the bass had an oil and wax finish. Oh, okay. So I took it and I tried to smell it, and they were like, no, don't go too close with your nose to the bass. And a few months before, I was rubbing the oil and wax finish with my hands, That was bizarre. But anyways, to come back to your question, I'm leaving the planet in a few years, right? Like everybody does. And my instruments, they stay, and this is a wonderful feeling. because this is actually what I want to give to the world, this wonderful want of musicians, this wonderful tool of releasing as a human being our feelings, communicating our feelings, and to create once for the magician who is the musician. It's wonderful, you know, and to have the knowledge that when I'm gone, my energy is still here and my instruments will be played. That's really cool, actually.
That definitely is, and you've got, like you said, creative instruments to release creativity. That's definitely needed in this world. So thank you, Jens. We really appreciate you stopping with us.
Thank you for interviewing me.
Ritter-Instruments, make sure you check them out. Anything you can imagine, this guy can do.
All right, see you later.